Right now, live at 5, President Trump is meeting with Republican leaders to discuss another coronavirus relief bill, what it could look like for you.
Help could be on the way for Duluth's businesses. Duluth City Council is voting on CARES Act money tonight.
Plus, Superior school leaders are laying out their plan to return to school this fall, the options they're leaning towards to keep your students safe.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5 as we take a look over Lake Superior on a much cooler day than we've been seeing recently. With summer in full swing, Superior school officials are meeting today to discuss what learning will look like in the fall. Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Kristen is on assignment today. Thanks for joining us. One of the biggest questions on parents and students' minds is how this school year will look. Right now, the Superior School District is laying out its plans and the adjustments they'd be ready to make at a moment's notice. CBS 3's John Cardinelli is at that meeting and has the details.
Over the last couple of weeks, the Superior School District has been surveying families on how they wish to return back to school. And through those surveys, they've discovered that 88% of parents would like their students to move back into a classroom. Tonight, the board will hopefully put forward a happy medium. Following state health and CDC guidelines, at this point, the district plans to tackle a hybrid approach for the 2020-2021 school year. That would mean that students will be learning both in classroom and online, but they are still preparing for entirely in-person or entirely online scenarios as well. According to school district documents, the hybrid model would mean students kindergarten through 5th grade would attend 4 full days of school, with Wednesday being virtual. Middle and high schoolers would attend 2 full days of school. The other 3 would be virtual. Students would be assigned their in-person days. Those who do not wish to attend in-person school would also have an option to go completely virtual. Under the current plan, masks in the classroom would not be required. However, they would be heavily encouraged for teachers and students. And if there is another spike in the virus, they do plan to going to all online learning.
Thanks, John. And coming up tonight at 10, we will have much more on this plan and reaction from community members. Meanwhile, teachers' unions in Wisconsin's 5 largest school districts are calling for online learning this fall. The letter sent to Governor Tony Evers and other state health officials today was signed by union leaders in Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Kenosha, and Racine. They're citing the health and safety of students during the pandemic. The Milwaukee and Madison districts have already announced that they plan to start the school year with online instruction only and will reassess later. Long lines at a free COVID-19 testing site in Ashland today. County health officials say people started lining up at 9 a.m. 2 hours before it was set to begin. They started testing half an hour early. Ashland had 400 test kits available. They plan to test people until 7 o'clock tonight or until those 400 tests ran out. Ashland County currently has a mask advisory recommending people wear masks in public places. The county's public health administrator hopes everyone will do so.
Assume everybody you interact with is positive and treat it that way. And make sure that you wear a mask not only for your own health, but specifically to help those around you.
Schroeder says the National Guard will contact people with negative results and the Department of Health will contact people with positive results. There are currently 11 positive cases in Ashland County. Minnesota has recorded its first coronavirus-related death in a child. Few details were released, but health officials say they were from Clay County and under the age of 5. The news comes as Governor Tim Walz weighs whether to reopen schools in the fall. In some national news tonight, Congress will soon begin debating the next coronavirus relief package. But first, the Trump administration is in talks with Republicans over what should be in it. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
America, unite.
Republican leaders met with President Trump at the White House to negotiate the next coronavirus relief bill.
Kids in school, jobs, and health care would be the theme of the proposal that we hope to come together and present to our Republicans.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is expected to unveil the latest relief package this week. The Washington Post reports the White House does not want to include new money for coronavirus testing and contact tracing or the Centers for Disease Control.
When we heard over the weekend that the White House was thinking about no more testing, that goes beyond ignorance.
A senior administration official tells CBS News negotiations are ongoing and the administration wants to make sure money gets to where it's needed most.
We are going to do everything we can to make sure that the CDC is fully funded in the stimulus package.
Negotiators on both sides say school funding will be a priority in this next bill, but it's not yet clear if that money will be tied to schools reopening in the fall.
We're going to continue to advance policies that will make it possible for us to open up America again and open up America's schools.
Vice President Mike Pence is scheduled to talk with governors today as states and local school districts work on plans for the next school year.
President Trump says he will be bringing back the coronavirus press briefings, possibly beginning tomorrow. Police on the Iron Range are still searching for the person who robbed a gas station at gunpoint over the weekend. Here is a photo of the suspect. Just after 10 Saturday night, East Range police say he robbed the Lucky 7 gas station in Aurora and ran. Police don't know who or where he is, but they are investigating several tips. You're asked to call the East Range Police Department with any information. That number is on our website. The Wisconsin Better Business Bureau has issued a nationwide alert for phony vehicle ads. This comes after 2 consumers lost nearly $75,000. The alert is for BCO Logistics. It's described as a vehicle transport website that claims to have a Wisconsin address. The victims thought they were buying vehicles through an online ad from a private seller who claimed to be using BCO Logistics as its vehicle transport company. The vehicle never arrived, and some customers also had their identities stolen. BBB officials ask you to be extremely careful when wiring money, as you can't trace that form of payment. If you need to file a claim, you can find more information on our website, cbs3duluth.com. And Dave is here for a quick look at the weather. Dave, almost chilly out there today, at least in Duluth.
Yeah, temperature sure came down after a hot and sultry weekend, which of course helped fuel severe weather both Friday night and Saturday night, especially in Wisconsin. We'll talk more about the damage in that neck of the woods in just a little bit. But we change gears to the calmer conditions we have today. And as an example, I offer up this shot of Highway 53 near the Ash Lake area, just south of International Falls. Gorgeous conditions today from a brief visit of higher air pressure. And I'll say brief because that low off to our west will already increase clouds in just a couple of hours, and after midnight start to bring another chance for showers and thunderstorms and potentially heavy rain for another go-around. So our Tuesday day planner, don't pay too much attention to that beautiful sky above Hibbing right now because it's going to be pretty cloudy tomorrow. 30% chance of rain in the morning, upwards of an 80-90% chance in the afternoon, and then devolving a little bit as you come back. If you thought today was cool, Tony, tomorrow even cooler, 67 degrees for a high temp, but that's because of the cloud cover. When the sun comes back, we could go back towards hot and muggy, and I'll show you that with the 7-day forecast in a bit.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come, how a story of 2 bears may ease coronavirus anxieties and how you can still get a taste of the Minnesota State Fair. Stay tuned. City by City is coming up next. And 2 weeks of surveillance by the Minnesota Health Department has ended in the Twin Cities. Coming up at 6, learn what the Health Department was looking for and the warnings they issued.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS 3. Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
For 1 week only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. Plus, get free no-contact shipping. Shop in-store or online. No interest for 6 years. Now at Home Furniture.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD. And we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that. Plus, sometimes in the rain, our services go out.
Because of the dish on your roof?
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-916-4499.
And Spectrum Internet starts at 100 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-916-4499.
When you think of a bank, you think of people in a place. But when you have the Chase mobile app, your bank can be virtually any place. So when you get a check, you can deposit it from here, And you can see your transactions and check your balance from here. You can detect suspicious activity on your account from here. And you can pay your friends back from here. So when someone asks you, where's your bank? You can tell them, here's my bank. Or, here's my bank. Or, here's my bank. Because if you download and use the Chase mobile app, your bank is virtually any place. So visit chase.com/mobile.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get no interest financing for 6 years on any Beauty Rest. Plus, free delivery, setup, and a 120-day guarantee. Beauty Rest Pocketed Coil Spring supports body shape and diffuses partners' movements. 6-year financing on Beauty Rest. Now at Home Sleep Express.
Welcome back to Live at 5 as we take a look over Duluth on this nice evening. Will this weather be sticking around or is more rain on the way? Dave has your full forecast coming up, but first let's look around the region. How you can still enjoy a taste of the Minnesota State Fair, and a 105-year-old event is canceled. That and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. The coronavirus pandemic has made growing up in 2020 a little different for children all around the world. Now, a rural Aurora writer hopes to ease their anxieties through her children's book titled The Adventures of Teddy and Tilda, the Corona Bears. The book follows the two around after they wake up from their winter nap and find the world displaced with social distancing and mask wearing. The author hopes the bears make a difference during these trying times. And with the Minnesota State Fair canceled due to COVID-19, some companies around the Northland are trying to find a way to bring the taste of the fair to their customers. A local brewery is doing just that. From August 27th through September 7th, the Lift Bridge Brewing Company will be serving both the mini donut and key lime pie beers out of their tap room. Pre-orders for those limited time brews start on July 29th. And finally, a 105-year-old tradition in Tower met its demise due to the pandemic. For the first time ever, the annual Vermilion Range Old Settlers reunion has been canceled due to uncertainties the pandemic has created. Organizers say last year people came from places such as Denver and Los Angeles to participate. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, go ahead and send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come, many aspects of schooling have changed during the pandemic. Learn how internships are still being held for some after the break.
I'm one of those Vermilion Range old settlers and will indeed miss the picnic at McKinley Park here this year. But shifting gears towards Wisconsin, things are a lot calmer there today than they were over the weekend, but it may not stay that way for long. Another round of storms could be with us for Tuesday. I'll talk about them after the break.
On the south shore of the greatest of the Great Lakes, Mother Nature's artistry is on full display in the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. The best way to see it is on board Apostle Islands Cruises, located in the quaint city of Bayfield, Wisconsin. Visit our website at apostleisland.com. Apostle Islands Cruises, the best way to visit the Apostle Islands.
Shopping for a new kitchen at Skips has never been better. Take home your dream kitchen today with Skips' new Glenwood and white cabinets. Enjoy freedom and flexibility with your own movable island today. You can rely on Skips for quality and durability at affordable prices. Stop by with your measurements and see how you can take home beautifully painted or stained cabinets today at a truly affordable price. Visit us online at skipshomecenter.com or stop in to see our showroom at 4728 Rice Lake Road, Duluth.
The 2020 Subaru Crosstrek. It comes with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus an economical 33 miles per gallon. And the Crosstrek has the lowest 5-year cost to own in its class for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book. Love is out there. Find it in a Crosstrek.
Lease a new 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium for $329 a month. See the versatile Crosstrek today at Miller Hill Subaru. Online at millerhill.com.
Live, local, CBS 3.
Summer is here with Crestliner at Rave Sport and Marine.
The show critics are praising as genius is now the Emmy winner for Outstanding Talk Show Host. What? And the stars love it too.
You're so good!
The Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on Live, local, CBS 3. CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Jim Peralt. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Wow, what a weekend around our region. Friday night to about 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, meteorologist Caitlin Moffett and I kept an eye on storms and tornadoes in northern Wisconsin, and then they hit again on Saturday night. Oh boy, Barnes, Upper Eau Claire Lake there, trees down on Eric Neff's property, and of course Red Cliff got hit with 100-mile-an-hour winds and big damage there. We keep our fingers crossed for folks in that part of our world as they clean up, and hopefully don't have to do much more cleanup tomorrow, because another low-pressure system brings another chance for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, although this time around the bigger threat could be for flash flooding as heavy rain is expected. We'll take a look at the forecast, of course, in a little bit. Right now, we look at the current conditions at Duluth International Airport, where right now it's gorgeous, it's calm, comfortable. Temperatures are down for those who didn't like that 3-week-long warm spell. 70 at the airport. Normal is 77. 53% for the relative humidity. Easterly, southeasterly winds going 10 miles per hour, and the air pressure's high at 1,017 millibars. But with a low-pressure system looming just off to the west, those numbers will go down. Temperature-wise, things are down indeed. We have the mid to upper 60s currently in the Upper Peninsula. Northern Wisconsin's running from 70 in Ashland to 75 in Hayward, and places like Superior and Solon Springs are in between. 60s by the lake, even some 50s for the North Shore, 68 towards Ely, and then low 70s farther inland. Again, for those who don't like it that hot, a nice break. But it will get hot again by next weekend. In between, a couple of cool days, and that chance for rain tomorrow, which could bring a ½ to 1.5 inches worth of rain to the region once again. So with the high pressure in place right now, our neck of the woods is clear, calm, and collected, but could become a little bit more discombobulated after midnight because the latest low pressure system is rolling out of the Dakotas towards our region. And once we get towards sunrise tomorrow, we get from 30 to 80% rain chances hitting the area, and then sticking around till about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And the rain that could come down looks like it'll be heaviest in the heart of our region up towards the Iron Ranges, with 1 to 2 inches of rain possible there, maybe 1.25 inches in the Twin Ports. Lesser amounts this time around for folks in Wisconsin and the UP. In fact, folks in the UP may not even manage 1/10, but a ½ inch towards Ashland, 3/4 in Solon Springs, and almost 1 inch in Superior. So it will be a wet one. Tonight, clouds on the increase. After midnight, then we start to get the chance for rain filtering in. Minnesota, low temps will be in the 50s. In Wisconsin and Michigan, low temps there, 50s as well, with the same increase in clouds, perhaps just a little bit later. Then for tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan, highs only 68 to 72, but an 80% chance for showers and storms. And again, there is a slight chance for severe weather to break out tomorrow, especially in the southern part of our area. Minnesota high temps will run from 60 by the lake to as warm as 72 down towards Moose Lake. And once we shake off the rain chance by Wednesday, it slightly starts to warm up. We'll go from 67 Tuesday to 72 Wednesday to 77 on Thursday. And then our next chance of rain with heat and humidity, Tony, that hits Friday and Saturday. It's got me so up in arms here, I'm starting to cough about it. But yeah, we could be in the upper 80s by the weekend with another storm chance and high humidity levels. So the warm spell taking a break, but not over yet.
Yeah, and after that 2-3 weeks we had of heat there, 67 tomorrow, I might need to grab a light jacket on the way out.
And a raincoat on top.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Dave. Tonight, the Duluth City Council is expected to accept more than $2 million in federal CARES Act money. It would fund a number of projects helping the city's response to the pandemic. And CBS 3's Leanne Valdez explains.
Duluth City officials say this money is a crucial step to help assist with preparing, preventing, and responding to COVID-19. Aside from COVID-19 relief efforts, the $2.2 million would be used to address low and moderate income people's barriers within the community. Ben Van Tassel from Duluth's Planning and Economic Development Department says there's a wide variety of projects going forward, anywhere from public facility improvements like improvements to homeless shelters or other facilities, helping people access health care or other needs they might be experiencing during this time.
Some of the funds will go towards things like helping businesses adapt to a new environment as far as, how to serve up their business
If the money is approved, the city will be working on contracts in the next couple of weeks.
Thanks, Leanne. And coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear more about a project that's hoping to close a gap for those in the Lincoln Park neighborhood. As the second special session winds down, Minnesota lawmakers say they're close to a deal on police reform. Senate Majority Leader and Republican Paul Gazelka says legislative leaders have reached a tentative agreement on a police accountability bill. It includes banning chokeholds and warrior-style training. It's less likely, however, lawmakers will pass the nearly $2 billion bonding bill. It doesn't have enough Republican support in the Democratically controlled House. Gazelka says the Senate plans to adjourn late tonight if they can't make a deal. Many college students saw their summer internships canceled because of COVID-19, but some companies moved those opportunities online. Naomi Ruckham explains how many employers are hoping the virtual program can still attract and retain young talent.
College student Sierra Johnson is in the midst of a 10-week internship at the pharmaceutical company Roche in Indiana. But every morning she wakes up in another city, Chicago.
When my school shut down, I definitely worried about, am I going to have an internship?
The college senior was supposed to be spending the summer in Indianapolis, but like so many jobs, her internship in Roche's Diversity and Inclusion Department became virtual.
What my summer has looked like is just really working on trainings and how can we make diversity and inclusion better at the company.
Sierra isn't alone. In a recent poll from the National Association of Colleges and Employers, 46% of employers surveyed said they were moving internships online. Companies depend on intern programs to find new workers. In Indianapolis, 7 of the city's largest employers have come together for a virtual campaign called IndyFluence.
These are the companies that came together and said, absolutely, we are going to maintain our internships because we know that this future talent pipeline is what we are going to need in the future.
The program has more than 550 interns from 34 states and 3 countries. And for large employers like Eli Lilly and Company, that means working across time zones.
Many of them have stayed in their home country for the period of the summer. So even just navigating what that looks like across countries is very, very challenging.
But overcoming those challenges may prove rewarding for both employers and interns as full-time positions go online too.
In addition to the skill set that I've gained, I've also acquired a new skill set of learning how to network and work in a virtual environment, which has been really cool.
Valuable experience for a job market changed by a global pandemic.
Looking for a job is also different. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, most career fairs are still on schedule, but many will be hosted online due to the pandemic. Still to come, the Duluth Airport announced a $2 million construction project. Find out what will be improved.
The Garage, it's your space. Get a garage fit for a king or queen with our Regal Eagle 26 by 28 garage. Store all the equipment needed to rule your kingdom today. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages. Built right, priced.
Every time that I felt like I was missing out. Every time I asked someone to repeat their question. Every time that I couldn't hear the birds singing in my own yard was another reason to treat my hearing loss. With the help of Ashland Audiology, I can finally reconnect with my family and my life. Don't wait to reconnect to those around you. Take the first step today to start your new life.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another. For connection. In ways like no other. Together. Or even apart. We are resilient. The 2020 census is here, and we need to do our part for our people.
Help could be on the way for Duluth's businesses. Duluth City Council is voting on CARES Act money tonight.
After a long warm spell, temperatures have come down, and I'll talk about how long they'll stick around.
Tonight at 6 on CBS 3.
Coming up Tuesday on CBS 3 this morning, we'll have a recap of a special board meeting for Superior Schools that's planned for tonight.
And we'll see another round of showers and thunderstorms move in for Tuesday. I'll have the details on what you can expect.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
When news breaks, be the first to know with CBS 3. Alerting you with our mobile app, taking you live to the scene.
A lot of protesters walking.
Bringing you complete coverage on air. Showing you what's happening now, what's next, how it affects you.
There's a massive fire. We have a crew there live
Focused
now.
on urgency. Focused on accuracy. When news breaks in your neighborhood, be the first to know. With live, local CBS 3.
When a crisis strikes, cash is the best form of relief. It can easily be transformed into health services, water, food or clothes. Cash can travel everywhere and aid people all around the world. Donate. Smart. Fast. Donate cash.
Duluth's downtown waterfront district is the heart of our community. So many of the things we love about Duluth can be found right here, from businesses to attractions. And now, most of them are open and working hard so you can safely enjoy them. Our local restaurants, breweries, shops, salons, and attractions help weave the unique fabric of our community. They make us stand out. And when you support them, your dollars stay in our community, helping to boost our economy. Show your love for Duluth's local businesses. We can't wait to see you.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
Duluth airport officials hope $2 million worth of upcoming projects will help fuel construction jobs in the area. That money is from the Federal CARES Act. It aims to help airports continue with construction projects during the pandemic. The Duluth International Airport will use the funding for 2 projects. First, they'll remove and replace pavement on one of the taxiways. They'll also add parking near the terminal area. Airport Executive Director Tom Werner says this work will benefit the economy and provide jobs at a time when they're badly needed.
The ability to continue with the funding and the execution of these projects is critical for the economy. As other parts of our economy have shut down and recently restarted, maybe not even at full strength, we're just glad that we were able to infuse these 2 projects.
The taxiway project starts today and will take about 9 days to finish. The parking expansion starts in mid-August and will take about a month to complete. The Duluth Transit Authority is back to its regular summer services. The public transit organization had paused some of its routes due to the pandemic. Routes 4, 5, 15, and the new Duluper are back, but the Port Town Trolley is still out of service for now. Earlier today, MnDOT contractors started a major road project in St. Louis and Itasca counties. The 2-year project will resurface 21 miles on Highway 1 between Highways 53 and 65 and 5 miles on Highway 73 between 1 and 53. 10 culverts will be replaced and crews will realign the Highway 53 and Highway 1 intersection just north of Cook. Motorists can expect traffic lane switches and some closures between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
I'm Jim from Jim Peralta Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Pro Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Pro Construction and TAMCO can do for you.
Arrowhead Supply is your local professional source for kitchen, bath, and countertops since 1973. Whether you're planning to remodel or build new, Arrowhead Supply has a wide range of styles and finishes to choose from. We custom fabricate laminate, quartz, granite, or Corian countertops on site and provide top installation. View all of the new colors, materials, and wood available and receive help from our knowledgeable staff at our Lincoln Park showroom. Arrowhead Supply. Visit us today. Free in-home estimates available.
The 2020 Subaru Crosstrek. It comes with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus an economical 33 miles per gallon. And the Crosstrek has the lowest 5-year cost to own in its class for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book. Love is out there. Find it in a Crosstrek.
Lease a new 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium for $329 a month. See the versatile Crosstrek today at Miller Hill Subaru. Online at millerhill.com.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS 3 News with Kristen Baki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS 3. Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS 3 Duluth. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Mainstream is your wedding headquarters. Downtown Duluth.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this sunny Monday evening. Let's recap our top story tonight and find out what's still to come at 6 o'clock. Summer is in full swing, but many parents and even some students are asking one question. What will school be like in the fall? The Superior School District sent out surveys to multiple families, and 88% of respondents said they want their child back in the classroom. Tonight, the school board will present a plan that they hope is a happy medium. And later tonight, the city of Duluth is facing a lawsuit. According to the plaintiff, city staff played an improper role in deciding whether to accept or reject absentee ballots. Coming up at 6, we take a look at the case and what it means for the city of Duluth. Free Evening News is next. Thanks for watching, and we will see you back here again at 6 o'clock.